Hey guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. I need to fix this chat real quick because I have not done so. I got a crazy phone call. So let me get this situated real quick. I do apologize, but it gives you guys time to come in the room. After I mess that up. Job self. There it goes. Hey Andrea, how are you? Hold on one second. Let me get this pinned. Hey Davey, how are you? Sorry, things are a little chaotic. I got an email, and then I got a phone call from my spawn number 2. Some kids brought a gun to school, and their school's really stupid because it used to be a really nice area, but it's going downhill with all the new. We have a ton of economic development and stuff in the area. So yeah, and he's wanting to leave, and I told him to stay put because apparently there's somebody still loose, or he just wants to come home. So my nerves are shot. So I'm gonna read for you guys and have a glass of wine. Release my nerves. But I also have a funny story. So I was getting dressed, putting on my war paint, right? And like I'm leaned over, I had my hair clipped up like in a claw, and somebody started tugging on my hair. I'm flipping it around. I was like, would you stop? So like, am I the only one that argues with the spirits in my house? I have spirits in my house, and if they're not alarming, and I know they're here, and eventually they're going to let me know like what it is they want or what message they need relayed to whoever it is. It's kind of like, yeah, they can stay until, they're not welcome. So it was really funny. There's my chat. And so, yeah, I'm just chilling out. That's why I was a bit late, because I got that email and I sent one back that was really kind of snarky. And I'm like, so when do you plan on putting metal detectors in the school? Because it's kind of ridiculous. And I think you're probably the only school in like the US that hasn't been equipped with metal detectors. Like shit, like South Lake and West Lake, they even have metal detectors in their school. And that's like the really rich part of like this area. Like the houses are all like 800,000 and above. So, I mean, it says something. Oh, you beat me to it, baby. That's what I was about to type. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's crazy. It's full moon that has passed is crazy. And kids have lost their damn minds. We have a lot of transplant, like a lot of people and corporations have moved here from California and Chicago and stuff like that. So with that comes kids with no discipline. Their parents let them do whatever the hell they want to do. And they're out and they're breaking in the cars, and there's stuff on my Ring cameras all the time. People posting stuff. You see these little kids like breaking into shit, and it pisses me off. I'm like, how do people not know where their kids are? Like, really? How do you not know where your kids are? These are high school kids and younger, and they're just walking around all hours of the night. Like, your parents don't care. I know when my kids walk up and down the stairs, it wakes me up. How can you not know where your kids are? I mean, I'm just saying, some people need a good old-fashioned butt whooping. And I'm a firm believer that these kids need a good old-fashioned butt whooping, some rules and some discipline. Go to military school and get them the hell out of my neighborhood. I am that mom. I'll make you do wall sits until your legs like can't sit no more. You know why? Because you might get your butt spanked. That might last, couple minutes, your feelings might be hurt, but those wall sits, boy, you make them do it long enough, their legs are gonna hurt from days, and they're gonna remember that mess. I'll make my kids do push-ups till their arms fall off. I'm like, do push-ups. You're in trouble because you're gonna remember those muscles being sore. hmm What'd you say, Davey? Sorry, I'm all trying to see here, knowing that there's a glare. You tell your kids that all the time? Yeah. See, Davey. Make them do push-ups till the arms fall off. We'll be good. It's discipline and a workout all in one. Military style. I dig it. All right. I do apologize. Let me go grab my notepad. I guess I'm like flustered and not prepared. And then I had Andrea first. Are you wanting to read, Andrea? And then I have you in here, Davey. And I think, was Jamie in here? Or did she drop out? It's just you guys. Let me know who wants to read. And I'll be back in like 2 seconds. All right, I'm getting my life in order eventually. Okay. Just a little off today, but it's okay. But on another happy note of things, besides like, spirits messing with my hair when I get dressed. It's like, I feel like I argue with them. I'm like, stop, that's rude. Stop being rude. Am I the only one that does that? All right, Davey, baby, are you wanting to read, honey? All right. I'm getting my area situated and moving my mouse out of the way. Okay, cool. Because I have you on my list. All right, I feel like I need to clear everything, and then we'll get started. I've already lit this before. I feel like I need to light it again, just because it's my fault this time. And you guys have one of my random rants. Oh, but let me tell you guys something else. This is another kind of random rant. So, my washer broke, right? And it took me literally over probably like 2 months to find a washer at a reasonable price. Because then every time I found one, it's like, I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm going to pick it up, right? And then like the person would sell it out from under me. I'm like, are you serious? Especially like I was driving one place, it's like an hour and 20 minutes away. And I'm halfway there. I'm like, all right, I just want to let you know I'm halfway there. She knows I'm coming. I already sent her like partial down payment. This heifer sold it out from under me. Can you believe that mess? Bet you I didn't leave. I went showed up at the house. I need this refund before I leave. So then yesterday, so I finally like went on my hunt for a new washer again, because eventually, after that, like I gave up. I'm like, whatever, it's disturbing my peace. I'm good. So, I was just doing what you got to do, right? So I found this guy, and he has like this appliance business or whatever, like probably small time, whatever. But he's like, okay, we got things arranged. He's supposed to be here yesterday at 1:30. So I'm like, are you on your way? He's like, yeah, 1:30. All right, cool. So, my days paused until after this. I think we did a read, and then I paused and I did some other stuff. But it's like my day is on hold, right? I'm having to wait. So then I had other stuff planned that I wanted to do yesterday with you guys and go back on live again. You know, I waited all day, and this MNF, he never showed up. So I was like, you can't give somebody a call? Like, dude, really? And I'm not one to be like a total jerk or whatever, but I was petty. I left a bad review. I did. I was petty. And I was like, he never showed up. But then I found out later, they have a habit of not showing up. So, you know, it is what it is. But I saw this other guy that I kind of inquired about yesterday because I was like, I have a feeling. I know this dude's not going to show up. You know what I mean? Just already knew, had the feeling, whatever. And so I found this guy. I can't pronounce the name. Started with the F. Like F or something. I don't know. Anyways, neither here nor there. So anyways, I called him up and seeing if it was available, and then I messaged him again this morning and asked if like he could deliver, you know, today, if it was still available, and he said yes, and he was very punctual. And so now I have a new washer, so I'm waiting on people to show up because it's now storming, which is good because that brings in high energy and all that jazz, which it'll be fun because, you know, spirits and stuff like that. We'll see who comes through. And then yeah, I'm stoked. After I get my leak fixed, I'm going to hook up a new washer. I'm going to take the old one out because the tub cracked. So that was a catastrophe in itself because water was everywhere. It was fun and crazy. And I'm sitting here at like, you know, 3 a.m. instead of going to the gym. I'm soaking up and vacuuming up water because the washer's overflowing everywhere. It was an event. It was an event. Hey, Loyal to Learn, how are you? I got you on my list. So yeah, I'm super stoked that I have a washer. I know, neither here nor there, and it's really like it doesn't really matter, and you guys don't care, but I'm stoked and I care. You'll be after Davey, Loyal to Learn. I'm gonna bring you on my list. All right. I had to lighten the mood before starting all this jazz. Because I was a bit stressed out. All right. Your boyfriend bought you a washer and dryer for Valentine's Day? Now that's a good boyfriend. Fuck the chocolate. Buy me a new washer. I'm one of those too. Or like, you know, like, what do you want? You want some flowers? No. Buy me a new drill. Like, what's wrong with you? Can I get this new power saw? It's real jazzy. I'm so half-ass backwards. I found this new airbrush painting equipment that I want. That way I can start like painting motorcycles again. Give me that. Now some chocolate. Thanks. All right, sorry. What do we have for Andrea? Spirit guides, guardians, and answers. What do you have for Andrea for most positive? Hi. Good. Please be shield of protection around us. Let nothing negative come in and infiltrate this read. We have foundations and achievements sideways. I'll show you here in a second. What do we have for Andrea? Oh, there we go. Positive planning and base chakra sideways. So this is what we had. Foundations and achievements sideways. Well, it was like that. And then we have patience and planning. And then we have base chakra. I feel like I need to move this up. But yet, my stuff is taking up space. I Cancer. Let me move you guys back. Maybe it'll help. That did help. If my computer falls off on the ground, sorry. And on the bottom, we have prosperity begins. Ooh, I like your read, Andrea. And then awareness, rest and rejuvenation, and wisdom. Ooh, this is a good one. I dig it. All right, let me grab this stuff. Shuffling furniture, yeah. All right, ready to rock and roll. What do we have for lunch here? Please elaborate. Foundations of achievement, patience and planning, and base chakra. There's like a small blockage in your base chakra. Which your base chakra is like your foundation, right? It's your lowest chakra, like right below, like kind of, around your pelvis area, and then your sacral chakra is like right here. So there's something in there that might need to be cleared, because we also have foundations and achievements that's sideways as well. So it's like there's something in your foundation that you need to firm up, and that's what's going to bring on these achievements, right? And also like setting in a firm plan, right? And that's how it's like the prosperity is going to be growing, right? Because this is like you're kind of sitting, you're waiting, you're nurturing, you're like patting down the soil, you have the seed, and the seed is slowly blossoming, right? And plus, orange trees and oranges are a symbol of like luck and prosperity and wealth. So like that's a really good thing. So I mean, they things take time to grow because you have the seed right here. I don't know if you guys see the seed, and then the roots. Like it takes time. Like you have to take roots and grow that foundation. That way it's strong. Because if the roots are weak, then the tree's just going to eventually die and fall over. But I feel like standing within like your awareness and your spiritual intuition, that's what's going to guide you through here. You're going to know which way to go. You know what I mean? And then we have the Four of Swords was in the upright and the moon. And then we have the Two of Swords. And that one's going under. So the Four of Swords is on your foundations and achievements. Patience and planning is in your moon. It's like reflection. It's clarity. It's following your intuition, right? What is unclear that becomes clear. And just really trusting spirit to guide you through. Because there's something in your base chakra that's kind of like, it's not totally firm. It's like it's firming up. You're getting ready to grow. Like you're growing something, you're nurturing something. There's something that you're going for, right? There's something that you're working for that you really want, but you're taking the steps to do it. But at the same time, there's something within your area. There's something within your mind. And you know what this is? It could be a person. It could be just your own self. We're going to dig more into it. But there's some kind of choice that might be difficult for you to make that you need to make and cut off, You're going to be good. And that could also be a mental thing too. Because also the Two of Swords can be like cutting off a stalemate. You know what I mean? So if it has to do with that, it's just a lot of times having that right person can open things up and change things around. It's just kind of like your soul knows that this isn't the one for you, or this person's kind of toxic. Because underneath that, we have prosperity right here. Like this is like a gift. It's something being given to you. It's like, kind of like wish fulfillment, a new opportunity, something new that's going to bloom, right? A new adventure. And that's on the Four of Swords. Which the Four of Swords is like rest, rejuvenation, it's contemplation, it's going within and taking that time, not necessarily like hermit mode, but just getting your proper rest too. And a lot of times also, if that's your case that you're dealing with, if you're not getting proper rest, then of course things aren't going to work right. You know what I mean? But like rest and rejuvenation, you get rest and you have a clear head. You know which way to go, right? That's when your intuition kind of kicks in, you start seeing things more clearly. It's like, what's in the dark comes to light, right? The moon lights it up. You might not think that there's a way out of it, but then your intuition kicks in. So it's like that, that sperm whale jumping over the moon. You don't think it's possible, but it is. It's like the light, it comes in and it lights up the situation. And then you know what choices you need to make. Even though it might be a difficult one, there's something that you need to get rid of. Because under the moon is the death. It's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. It's cutting something off so that this opportunity can come in. You can go on this new adventure. You need to embrace the change and then really End a cycle that needs to be ended, right? Embrace this new beginning that's coming in. We have the Chariot in reverse. There's something that you need to be more disciplined about. And especially if this is going in finances with an opportunity, it's the ending of a cycle, beginning that there's something that you need to cut off. There's something your base chakra you need to clear out. And it could be the lack of discipline. You need to, really follow the direction that, when your own subconscious, like your own intuition, where your soul is being pulled to go, you need to follow that. And even if you have an idea, like, you really need to get a plan and be patient with it and work it. And if that plan's not taking off as quick as you want it to, it doesn't mean it's not going to take off. It just takes time. You have to be patient with it. And so that, in return, because some things don't move as fast as we want them to move, then sometimes we slack off. You know what I mean? But don't slack off. Just keep working towards it. Because it's like, it's a gift from spirit. It's a gift, like, it's good karma. It's something that you earned. It's a good reward, right? Because, and also we have the Two of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Cups, which is this new opportunity. Could be a new partnership if it's in the work. It could be a new connection, like work connections and things of that nature. Or it could be building a new friendship. You might meet somebody and that friendship might turn into like a new romantic cycle here. So just follow your heart and you're going to know which way to go. You want to make sure like your ideals are met in this matter, right? You don't want a knight in tinfoil. So make sure this person that comes in is not a knight in tinfoil. And if that's the case, then, you're going to know, like, subconsciously, even though it might be fun for a moment, but that fun for a moment may not be as fun as you want it to if it's not the right person, because things aren't going to work the way they're supposed to. We have the Ace of Wands sideways, which is on the Chariot in reverse, and also the High Priestess, which is following that wisdom and that intuition that realizing what's in your subconscious, the unconscious, being aware of what's going on within yourself, right? It's like this creation. It's like you might have a loss of like, just kind of like motivational kind of, your drive might be lacking, or your direction, you might be going in the wrong direction, or just kind of like the loss of kind of like a will to go after something. But at the same time, it's kind of like you might have this boredom or lack of passion, this, you may not just have the energy, right? So you need to stand within your willpower and be what makes you inspired, right? This whole base chakra being clear is all because you need to make some difficult choices and cut something off. Those choices that you need to make this opportunity come in, it's kind of like something that doesn't really have direction, and I feel that what this is. And so that's why you don't have the energy going towards it, right? That's why it's kind of like this person may not be on the same level as you if it's a romance, right? And so it's kind of like you need to follow your heart, and then you'll know which way to go, because it's like something that you need to stand within your willpower and do, and that wisdom, that intuition, know what's in your subconscious. Really tap into spirit, I feel, because there's something here, some connection that's here that needs to be cut out. Because also a romantic cycle, follow one's heart and ideals, that's on top of the Death card. So it's like the ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one, a change. There's some change in something that needs to happen. And if it's in the workplace, right, there could be new connections coming in, right? Something that your heart is pulled towards, something that you like, something that's going to make you really excited and be inspired. And if not, that's where you need to, if you're bored with where you're at, that's when you need to change that direction, right? I feel that which way to go. It's just the fact that you need to follow it, because under prosperity begins is awareness. And under awareness is rest and rejuvenation. It's like meditation, contemplation. And then under that is the wisdom card, right? So which way to go. What you need to do for things to be prosperous and to move up and move ahead, right? It's a balance between your head and your heart, your mind and your emotions. Keep your emotions under wrap. That way you can think logically. Don't get dickmatized or whatever it is. Pussymatized, whatever. Don't let that be the deciding factor, because the thing is, somebody might be cute, but they just don't do it for you. Because under that, we have love begins. So if you're wasting your time with somebody, if you're currently dating someone and they might be cute, you might enjoy the conversation, but it's just not there. You know what I mean? I feel that you know what you need to do. Don't fill space just because you don't want to be alone. If that's the case, because then you're going to be blocked whenever, a good person that is good for you and that has like the whole nine, whenever they come in, you're going to be like focused on someone else and you could lose your opportunity. So don't waste your opportunity just spinning your wheels here. And even if it's like in a career, there's a new opportunity coming in, one that's going to like really fire you up, one that you just need to use your wisdom and follow that awareness if you're not happy where you're at, because there's an opportunity coming in with new connections, right? There's something that's going to like really, even if it's a promotion, that's going to light up that fire within you. But you just need to stay balanced between your heart and your emotions here. Get out of the conflict, because whatever this is that has the conflict, that's where this foundational shift needs to happen, right? It's like a disaster waiting to happen. It's not going to work out. So you need to get out of this conflicted stuff, right? This conflict here is the reason why this tower moment's coming in. It's the reason why there's something in your life that you need to change and firm up that foundation, right? Because once you firm up that foundation, sorry, I got like a hiccup and it's weird. Once you firm up that foundation is when these new achievements and this happy home and this, prosperity is going to come in, right? But you just have to be patient and you have to plan things out accordingly, right? Clear out your chakras and cut out what isn't good for you and what is kind of, even if it's a stalemate, leave all that crap alone. Like, just cut it out, because you're just wasting your time. And, time is life. Time is valuable. Why waste your time? Move on to a new adventure, because it's coming in. You know what to do. You have the wisdom. Keep yourself balanced, your mind and your emotions. And that's what I have for you, Andrea. Have you been together for 3 years now? Do something to relight it up. New opportunity and things changing. It could be something like a connection, a new idealism. You just need to fire it up in the bedroom. Do something different. Spice it up. Go on a little vacation. Do something fun. You know what I mean? You know your partner. You know what would be exciting. Do some role play. I don't know. You have the wisdom. You know what to do. That's what's going to make it grow, right? You got to keep things spicy and fiery and entertaining and new and fun. And if you don't, then, if you keep doing the same thing, it's kind of like you're not following your intuition of what you need to do, right? Go plan something. Go plan something fun. Go on an adventure. Spice things up. You know what to do. All of it's a balance between your head and your emotions. You already know what's going on. Follow that wisdom that you know and that you have. That awareness here. Yeah. Spice it up. I appreciate you, Andrea. Thank you. I feel like there's a good career opportunity coming in, or maybe like a promotion or something like that might be coming in as well. Especially with the prosperity begins. Something that you're going to love. I dig it. Here comes the rain. If my internet gets spotty, you guys let me know, please. It's about to be like thunderstorming really bad. You might even hear it. Yeah. Hey, Amira, how are you? You would be after Loyal to Learn. Because right now I'm going to get these cards mixed up, and then we're going to go on to Davy. Hey, Tony Love. How are you? As I lean on in the camera. I hate it because I look down, and it makes me look like I'm like, because the way it's positioned, I look like I'm squinting. I'm like, hey. What's up, man? Peace, love, and hair grease, dude. Love it. How was work, Tony Tenderoni? I just made it ups. No, I didn't. Oh, you're very welcome, Andrea. Sorry, that's my son. Sorry, guys. Pause for the cause. Hey, Miss Kelly. I just got a text from my son. So I'm trying to figure it out because I know he doesn't want to be at school after the events of today, which I don't blame him. But he rides the bus. So Miss Kelly, Kelly, I love you. So, for all that has just joined, they had an incident, and there was a kid in the school that got in an altercation, and the kid had a gun in my son's school. And now my son wants to come home. But the kid has been caught, and both parties are arrested. And Fort Worth PD is there, but my son wants to leave school. So everything's been kind of crazy. Are you on read, Miss Kelly? So I'm getting these cards mixed up, and then I'm going to clear the air, and we're going to move on to Miss Davy, and then, oh, yay! I'm stoked. And then we'll have Miss Kelly. But you know what? I think I'm going to read for Miss Kelly. Is that okay, Davy? I'm sure you won't mind. Just because she reads for us every day, so it's like an express line. Yes, I have you guys all written down in order, so don't worry. I have my trusty little notepad. I need to get another deck of this because these ones kind of like, I feel like I hear that Michael Jackson song, another one bites the dust. They're so good and worn out. I've had these for a long time, like long before I started this channel, because I very much so procrastinated. And I remember there was a reading, Miss Kelly's like, get off your butt. I'm like, okay. I'll get off my butt and do it. Let me clear the area. I just drown myself in Palo Santo. It's really good though. I make dragon's blood Palo Santo and it smells really good. I love it. All right, I'm going to grab you. Immunology, Miss Kelly. Look what's on the bottom. Bring love into the situation. Let me clear this out. No, it's not going off for no reason. All right. I think I'm prepared. All right, what does Miss Kelly need to know? On the bottom, let's look at the big picture. I think I need to re-wrap my napkin. I'm gonna grab one more. There is something in your energy that needs a strategic plan. All right, because we have nothing will come of this situation, which a lot of people think it's negative, but to me, it's not. And then your dreams need a practical plan, which is full moon in Taurus. I feel that there's a plan. There's something that you're working on that needs to be like, I see writing out. I see somebody writing something out in the steps to get there. Like creating something that you want. I just heard addition, something that you want to add on to. But there's also something that you might be worried about that you shouldn't be worried about. Because on the bottom is a fairy climax approaches. That's exciting. I dig it. It's full moon in Aries. All right, so let's grab our psychic tarot deck. On the bottom of that was hope. I mean, that was sacral chakra, but they're all face down. It's like a surprise. All the cards are like this. So it's like, you can't see yet. I think there's a surprise coming into you, something that you're going to be really excited about. I think it's something that you're working on that I don't feel that anybody else knows about yet, really. But it's something that, I don't know, you have in your thoughts that just needs, like, a plan needs to be set in motion, right? But then there's also something in your energy that, I mean, you might be worried about is what I'm feeling. But it's nothing, like nothing bad is going to happen, if that makes sense. And I also have memories of love. And then we had, let me do this first. We have solar plexus chakra in the upright. And then we have passion ignited and intuition. You know which way to go and what to do. I feel that you just need to jot it down. It's going to make things more clear. And then we have the spiritual strength in the upright. Your ancestors are on your side. They're helping you through. It's like your spiritual bodyguard. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. You got your own throat puncher. And I got you too. I'll throat punch people for you, Miss Kelly. So it's like they're holding you up. It's like they're holding down the fort. Like you might feel like kind of like the roof is falling in, but not necessarily like a, oh man, this is never going to work type of stuff, but just like maybe kind of, I don't even think that overwhelmed is necessarily the word for it. But like there's a lot on your plate, I guess is the better way to say it. But I also see like memories of love. And then under that, we have fertility, which is like the Empress. And then under that, we have material and spiritual strength. Oh, material and spiritual prosperity. And then a partnership. I feel like there's something like memories going through your head that might be heavy. And that's what, it's like light a candle for them is what I'm getting. But there's something also that you're working on. There's something, and this also has like her solar plexus chakra lit up. See? Well, that's more like the heart, but it's kind of where they have it placed. Like the heart chakra could be like right here, but the solar plexus is more like right here, right? And this one, even though it's lit up green, but it has yellow in the center. So it could be heart or solar plexus. It's like follow your heart and go with like your gut. It's like you're giving birth to something. There's something new in there that's coming out. There's something in there that I feel like there needs to just kind of clear things out and follow where you're being pulled is what I'm getting. Because I feel like you have a passion for it, right? And you're following your intuition. And you know that you want to do this, but just there's a lot going on and you might just kind of feel overwhelmed and you don't want too much on your plate, or you might feel like there's a lot on your plate. But if you write things down, like kind of, like you would make a business plan, you know what I mean? But not necessarily go into so much detail, but kind of like a checklist, right? So that way it's not so overwhelming. It's like knock things off little, one by one by one by one, right? And then that'll help you not feel like there's so much. It's like, okay, well, this month, what task? Because here's the big picture. What task do I want to do that's working towards this, right? And just kind of like slowly knocking it off. And then it's kind of like, you're like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like really stoked about it. But it's just like, I feel like there's just so much going on that it feels a bit, I don't know if heavy is the right word for it, but I feel like heavy is what I'm hearing. But I don't feel like it's necessarily negative either. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some kind of a partnership, there's going to be new alliances coming in. There's going to be new people that you're meeting or possibly working with to take some of this maybe off your plate. Maybe you're getting somebody to help delegate out on a part of a business or something like that. But there's something that you're adding on or wanting to add on or working to add on that you're not necessarily putting out there. And then we have the destiny card under that. So I feel like it's like keep following that pool, because it's destined to happen. Like, don't resist it. Oh my goodness. We have Ace of Swords and Page of Cups sideways. Here, let me show you. The Ace of Swords is on the solar plexus chakra, and this Page of Cups sideways is on passion ignited and intuition. Something just flew in my face, or I just got hit by something. Nine of Swords. So there's a spirit pulling my hair earlier, and I feel like, I don't know if you guys seen it or what, but something just went and let you hit me in the nose. I might need to cleanse my house, or maybe that's somebody for you, Miss Kelly. Somebody's been trying to get my attention. We have the Three of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Coins. It wasn't totally reversed. It was like, kind of tilted. You know what I mean? But not totally sideways, but like, boop. And then we have the Magician in reverse. I feel like you feel like there's something tricky going on. But there's also a new opportunity coming in as well. I'm going to get the rest of these out here, and I'm going to dig into it. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Moon. And the Moon's on the Magician in the reverse. And on the bottom, we have the Knight of Coins. Interesting. Let's get into it. I feel like there's some kind of clarity coming in. And also we have strength under that. There's something you need to stand like within your inner strength, right? Follow your convictions and be courageous with. There's something that you're having a clarity, like you're really sharp, right? And there's some kind of breakthrough that's happening. There's something that you are working on. There's something that, you know, you're working also through. And I feel like this intuition, this passion, and there's also something like you might be like have this dream. I don't, Geminis, we're dreamers, you know what I mean? But there's also like this surprise coming into you because I was talking about that earlier. There's something that's going to be surprising that's going to come in. There's something that you're working on, but you're not going to see it coming. It's going to smack you in the face out of the blue. But like right now, you might kind of just feel, I don't know. I just keep hearing heavy, like insecure, maybe like disappointed. I know there's a lot of anxiety going on right now because we have the Knight of Swords or something like sad emotions that spirit is holding you up with. So it's like right now you're going through something, and I also feel like this heaviness is kind of like there's something that you're working on, but then there's like this, you feel like there's just a lot on your plate. I don't know how else to say it. But then there's also here with the Three of Cups, it's kind of like isolating yourself off from people, but yet you're not. It's also creating a new friendship. I think you're coming out of isolation, which couldn't necessarily be like total isolation, but just from having a ton of people around you that you would normally have been around you, or like if you used to go out a lot, like you're not going out as much. Isolation like that, just not wanting a ton of fucking energy around you, like when you just going like kind of out and about is what I'm feeling, it's kind of like you're kind of like protection, right? Like you're protecting and guarding your energies because there's a lot going on and you don't feel like dealing with the bullshit. That's what I just heard. Spirit is funny. But I feel like there's something else coming in, right? There's something you're working on. You're going to be collaborating with somebody that could possibly help delegating some things out so it's not so much, but you need to make that list, right? And like, okay, what can I give to somebody else that might be a small task that I can pass off that'll still get done? That way it's something I don't have to do. That way I can take it off my plate and I can handle the stuff over here that still needs to get done. It's something like that, but it's something also that's being created, right? And I feel like there's just like a lot of, I don't know, it's like in my throat, like something you need to get out, but it's like emotional. Like you need to kind of like speak something, but you're holding back for some reason. But there's like a new opportunity coming in. I feel like you're going on a new adventure here. There's something being gifted to you, something that's going to be very prosperous. And I hear that you're holding back, or maybe you're just not speaking. You're not telling people what it is, which is understandable. It's like when it's the right time, you're going to let it come out, right? I feel like you don't want people to end up deceiving you in some type of way. But I also feel like, what you're doing, like it might be, kind of difficult. Like you're still trying to set it out and plan it out exactly how it needs to be. Like it has to be exactly how it's supposed to be. And you know how you want it to be. You have your vision, right? And it's like you're staying focused on it, but yet there's just so much. I keep hearing there's just so much. There's just so much to do. So much to do and not enough time was what I heard. Take action. Like, don't be scared, even if it seems like a lot. I don't feel like you think like it's kind of, I feel like you're really going after it, but it's something new. It's something like a new adventure. It's like you're taking the bull by the horns is what I just heard, and you're going with it. But at the same time, it's kind of like there's so much going on. Like it kind of gets like you have to walk away. You know what I mean? I feel like it's in my head, like it's heavy in here, like in your temples. You might be getting migraines and getting hot. I'm really hot, like hot flashes, and that could be due to just like kind of like overwhelmed. Like there's something having to do with something like it's hot. It's too much, right? But I feel like this is going to bring in a lot of new fortune. I feel like it's a new, kind of like a new chapter beginning. It's something new that's beginning a new cycle. I feel like you already know that this is like, it's going to happen. This is fated. It's something that you know, like that you want to do. It's something that you're going for, right? And I feel that this is something you've been working on for some time to getting everything how you need it to be. But it's just kind of like, there's so much and only one of you. Girl, I know how that feels. But it's kind of like making that checklist and marking it off. That way you're not overwhelmed and stressed out and stuck in your head. You know, following your intuition. Because if you have a passion for it, Spirit's going to hold up the roof, right? Spirit has you. I feel like you're growing even stronger. I feel like you also, I just heard you have some gifts that are developing that you don't quite, like you understand it, but you don't quite understand it. It's like you're developing it, right? Kind of getting used to it, like tapping into it, learning it. Kind of like, well, is this really happening, or is this really the right way? Yeah, it is. And like kind of like testing the waters of something, because there's something in you that's lighting up and coming out. Because I just saw like regurgitation, like it's pulling right here, like kind of like butterflies, and it's like heavy right here, kind of like you know what I mean? Like it's climbing out, and not in like an evil, sadistic, like, you know, demon type of way, but I feel it. It's energy. It's making you like, it's hot. It's coming out. There's something that's developing in you, because I see it. And I also see a male that's standing over you. And I've seen this male before standing over you. He watches over you. Goosebumps all over my knees. I just heard it again. It's there. She knows I'm there. There's something that you have to clear out, something in your subconscious, and it's a past memory here, something that you still hold a flame for, maybe light a candle on your altar for. There's something that needs to be cleared, because it's at peace. It's okay. Moving on doesn't mean leaving something behind, because you're never leaving it behind, because they're always with you. So don't feel that way. But it's something that needs to, like, that's all I see is, you'll know what that means. But it's also going to help clear out the subconscious. There's something in your subconscious that you're still dealing with, you're still healing from, you're still clearing out, and you may not know that it lurks, but it's still lurking in there. And I feel deep down that you know it's still lurking in there. And it's something that you've worked on a long time, is what I just heard. But just keep following your intuition, because what's unclear is going to become clear. And I feel like really kind of back and forth, and a lot of wonder, and a lot of just a lot, right? Keeping strong. I feel that you're doing, like, being really efficient with the things that you do. It's like they're not equipped, right? You're working hard at this. And there's something that doesn't want to come out, you know, something maybe you're not wanting to speak out, that you need to speak out, because it'll release and make you feel better. But just keep doing your due diligence, you know, because this Knight of Coins, I feel like it's like that long-term money that you're working on. It's not that short, quick, you know what I mean? This is what you're working on that you're not saying nothing about, or that, like, I just heard, how many licks does it get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? The world may never know. It's like you're licking that Tootsie Pop, right? I know it's a weird analogy. You're licking that Tootsie Pop, right? And you're like going one by one, and you're counting it down, right? And it's like everybody else may not know what you're doing, but you know. And that's all that matters. Like, you know your direction. You just need to write down that plan and release something that needs to be released, because it's going to make you feel lighter and more airy. And there's something that's coming out with side. You got a lot going on, girl. There's something that's coming out, and that's developing. And I feel that you may not be totally clear on, but you're working at it. You're working on uncovering it. You're working on developing it and blossoming it, because I see it just coming coming out. But I also see people around you, full body goosebumps, giving you a hug. There's 3 people around you, and there's 3 people, and you're sitting in the bed, and they all have, there's one here, there's one here, and there's one on their knees in front of you, and they all have their arms around you like a big bear hug. I know there's a female, and I think 2 male energies. And I know one of them's male. But I feel like the female, she's like here, and it goes like this. And she's just leaning in around you. And I feel that it makes you feel comforted.
Ready to arm.
Yep. Sometimes you need to let down your defense mechanism, like your guard, because you're protected. Everybody has you. Like they have you wrapped in their arms. Full body goosebumps. Keep being strong. This that you're working on, it's going to be very abundant. You're going to make the right choice. Keep following your passion and the things that you love, because this is guided in the Gemini card. You know what I mean? Spirit's bringing you together with some new people, some new partnerships, something that somebody's going to come help you. That way, take some things off your plate, but you have to be willing to let go and let them take care of the small things so you can take care of some other things. Things that you know that you have to have control over, but there's something that somebody can't mess up. You're like, okay, well, you can handle that because I know you're not going to mess it up. But yet at the same time, you might be holding on to it because you want it to be right. You don't want to take that chance. Start delegating some small things out so that you can get more accomplished. And that way you can check it off that list that you write down. And each step, don't do it all at once. You know, don't have to do it every day. Just make your list, and then month by month, just make sure you mark one of them off your list. And eventually it's going to be exactly how you want it. And it's going to be a lot of prosperity that comes into this. A lot of financial gain, I feel, is going to come in from this. This new opportunity is going to develop. It's gifted to you. You're going to meet some new people, I think, in this physical realm that's going to help you. Like in your circumference, your area, your physical area. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're going to accomplish a lot. You're going to lay down a lot of burdens because you're gathering up all the sticks. You got them. You've taken all the steps. I feel like you're going to complete that cycle and let it down. And I also feel like there's going to be some healing that's going to come in. Not only healing you, it's going to be inner child healing. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's coming out once you release it. That's going to make you feel way lighter. I just heard freedom, make you feel free. And it's also going to help you develop this, that you're growing. This new idea that you're working on. And that's where this fairy climax begins, girl. I love it. It's a time for healing. Adjustments are required, which I feel is, you know, kind of, I see somebody going like this, like you're giving somebody small tasks that other people can do to take them off of your plate, right? And then surrender to the divine. The confidence is the key to your success. I dig it, Miss Kelly. I love it. I dig it. That's what I have for you. That was a lot. I hope that resonated. I have to go back on my thing. Hey, Divine Gemini, how are you? Oh, I love you, Miss Kelly. Thank you. It resonated? Oh, I'm glad. It was a lot. It was so much, like, it's kind of like, like, I need to sage, like a lot of energy because I'm still hot. Like I'm sweating. You're welcome, Miss Kelly. I love you. Oh, let me go ahead and light the Palo Santo. And you got a lot of people around you. At bottom of the body goosebumps. And they are just loving all over you, Miss Kelly. And there's three in particular, and I can see them. I dig it. Love it. I just heard something's going to move on your table tonight, and you'll know it's me. So let me know if that happens, Miss Kelly. That's cool. I feel like this is a fresh, like it's fresh. Like somebody, I don't know, it's fresh. I'll be like, something's going to move on a table and you're going to know it's them. It's like when you're sleeping, it's going to happen. You're going to be like, what? And they're going to be like, oh, hello. I love it. All right, Miss Davy. Let me get these cards cleaned out. And then on to you. I appreciate you being here, supporting me. It makes my heart smile. Let's get these shuffled in. If I don't drown myself. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a lot. There's a lot of energy clearing out. I said once you delegate a few things out, things are going to feel more balanced. Also, a chakra clearing meditation. And to clear your space and your mind fully before you meditate. Like fully clear, like get it all out. And then go within. Oh, that's funny. Because I've seen it. It's like on a table. It's like something's moved. Something's like, you know, and you're like, hello. That's so funny. Like, don't mess with my perfume. He's like, watch this. That's so funny. He knocks over your perfume. Oh my God, I love it. At least it's fun. I had somebody pulling my hair earlier, and I don't know why. Like you can see it. I had it up in one of those claws. I don't know if you're here and heard that story. So it was up, but then this part was down, you know? And I was putting on my mascara, right? And then my hair started moving, like it was being tugged and like flicked around. And you can see because it was leaning over here. It's going poop, poop, poop. I was like, stop messing with my hair. You're being rude. I was like, am I the only one that argues with the spirits in my house? Especially if I don't know who it is yet, because they haven't fully made themselves clear. It's like I can see them, but I can't see them clear. Like I don't know who they're here for, but they're here for a reason. You know what I mean? Eventually they let me know. But I was like, stop messing with my hair. It's so rude. I was like, I'm trying to do mascara. How can I put on mascara with you flicking my hair? Leave me alone. It was so funny. All right. Get these shuffled up. We have Davy, Loyal to Learn. We have Amira, and then Divine Gemini. The same thing happened to you? Oh, that's funny. Oh, hold on 1 second. It's my kid's school. Hello? This is she. Oh, I'm good. How are you? Sorry, it's the high school. I sent her an email back asking about metal detectors. Like when you guys went, she goes, well, we have wands. I was like, well, that's not really going to do anything. You know, you can wand somebody here and somebody still walk in with a gun there. Apparently you guys see this happening. She goes, but that'd be on the district level of Keller. And I was like, well, Keller's kind of slacking. It's not a bougie area anymore with all the economic development. I think they need to step up their game. I mean, just saying. Makes no sense. But yeah. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing all in one because, you know, economic development is good. But yet, all these little kids with no discipline and the parents just don't give a crap what they do. It's the downside. So I'm just ready to move. I want to move out of the area. Like a really good school district is going to crap. And yeah, I just think it's time. Anyways, enough of my rambling. We're getting these mixed up. I stayed up there. You know, might as well talk while I do this. Why are you chopped liver, Tony? Do you want to read? I know I asked you. You would be before Divine Gemini. But I didn't see your response because somehow I can never see your response. So everybody answer. I'm on Davy's read right now. I'm shuffling. I went ahead and did Miss Kelly's read. Because Miss Kelly reads for us all the time. Oh, thank you, Miss Kelly. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Getting my life in order. No, I haven't. I read for Miss Kelly, and then I had a phone call from the school getting an update because there are some kids that came to school with like a gun, and there was an altercation and a bunch of drama and all that jazz. So, yeah. I love you. I appreciate you. So I'm behind. But, you know, we're going to get it done. Tony, were you wanting a read? Because I don't see in here. And I'm confused because there's a lot of talk. Ooh, it's thundering. I love it. It's really good to meditate when it rains and stuff because everything's like heightened and energies are heightened. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Also, the house is like kind of, you know, get more active, which is fun too. You have more energy. I'm like, sit down. Let's have a conversation. How can I help you? Oh, I'm so weird. I love it. Okay. Getting everything mixed up. Hey, Sherry, how are you? I got you. Speeding my love process along real quick. All right, let me put some more water on my napkin so my hands will grab the cards. All right, Davey. Ooh, my hands are too wet. Okay, I see that one now, Tony. You said no. If it changes, let me know. A new start is coming, Miss Davey. I don't know. Can you guys see that? I hope so. That's what I have for you on that. Meditate and contemplate. right, what do we have for dating? We have discontent and boredom. What are you bored about, dating? What's boring you in your life, ma'am? The number 4 might be significant to you because it's really standing out to me. We have hope in reverse and shadow in reverse. There's something that, you're not happy with the results, but I feel like you're kind of losing hope in it, right? Like you're just kind of like, whatever. But it's just because you need to look within. I feel like the answers that you're seeking are going to come from within. But also you need to get out of whatever this is that's making you bored. I feel like that's why the hope's in reverse. It's like you're over it. There's something that you need to be patient with. There's something you need to move on from, and then you're going to be triumphant. And this is guided. It could be a new job, new house. Whatever it is, it's destined. There's something that you're planning, and there's going to be a move. There's going to be a shift, and this shift's going to be very triumphant. I'm curious, dating. Let's be nosy. All right. I'm excited. Let me dig into your energy. All right. We have the Hierophant sideways and the Star sideways. Well, I don't know. You get the point. There's something that you're longing for here. There's something that you need to walk by blind faith in. There's something I feel that you are, and that could be one of the shadows in reverse. Instead of like looking within, you're trusting and letting go. But at the same time, there's something that you want, right? There's something you need to do you're just bored with. Because we have the Hierophant sideways and we have the Star sideways. And we have that on hope. There's something that's just kind of like, you're just not happy with it. Like you've lost faith in it, or maybe it's an insecurity. There's something that it's like you want, but at the same time, you're not stressing over it, but yet you're bored. And it's kind of like, That's what I see as, I feel like there's something that you've been really patient with. And it's just kind of like your fire is kind of burning out. It's like you have hope and faith and you're ready for it to go. And then you're just kind of like, we have the Page of Coins. It's like you're losing and you have this ambition and desire and you want it, but you have to look within in order to get the outcome that you want. But at the same time, I feel like you're not pressing it. I feel like there's something that you're moving on from, or there's something that you're moving on to. It's the Knight of Wands. I feel like you don't want to be impulsive with things and you want to take action on it, but there's something that maybe you're afraid of being reckless and doing, so that's why you haven't moved on from it or actually moved. Are you planning on moving and you're worried about moving? There's something going on that's coming in your life that worries you. And you know it's going to be okay. But at the same time, you still have this worry of like, is it going to be okay? What is this? We have the Eight of Swords sideways and the Page of Wands sideways. I feel like it's an insecurity also that you're now, like you're accepting yourself, like you're no longer insecure about what this is. It's like you have faith in it. You're not doing like, I'm the victim type of stuff. Like you're coming out of it, or you've already came out of it. And it's like now you're feeling free, right? You're exploring new things. You're excited. You're enjoying your freedom. But yet at the same time, there's something that you're procrastinating on. You need to have balance. We have the Two of Coins. Something that needs to be balanced. There's some decisions you need to make, and there's something that you need to prioritize and stand in your strength with here. Especially with like the Eight of Swords and it's sideways. It's like moving into hope. It's like you lost hope and then you're moving into hope. There's something that you need to go in and really look at, but at the same time you're like, I'm bored. I feel like now with this new, like you just kind of like accepting what is, like you're feeling free. And that's kind of like rejuvenating you. You know what I mean? But there's also like these traditions that you want to take action on. There's something that you want to, that you're bored, but yet it's kind of like it's guided. It's like walking by blind faith and like really having something that you want in life and taking action and going towards it. And you need to be fearless. You need to make these decisions and you need to balance something out and prioritize and really adapt. But then there's kind of like you're coming out of insecurities and you're moving in, you're having faith in it, you're accepting what is, but at the same time, you need to stand within your courage and go towards your convictions that you have. Because there's something that instead of like, this is my card, cut it all out. It's a Two of Swords reversed. And then we have the High Priestess reversed. So it's something, it's like, we don't do, it's like you're being indecisive. Do I stay or do I go? You go, right? If it's you want to move, you need to move because that's what you're feeling guided to do, right? If you have somebody that's come back into your life, but yet you're scared of the situation, you need to cut out all that damn fear and just go. We don't do lesser of two evils here. We cut all that bullshit out because it's still evil. I feel like there's like something that you need to cut out, and it's also like procrastination. There's something like you're conflicted, like you don't know what to do. It's something that was repressed that's coming out that you need to cut that shit out. There's something coming up that you need to cut out. So it's like you're doing good, you're taking action, you're adapting, you got all this stuff going on. You need to get your priorities situated. You're standing in your courage, you're good, you're kind of like bored, but yet you're moving forward, you're all right. And then things are turning around. And then all of a sudden something comes back up and you have to look back at the past, and now you're like, fuck, I don't want to do that, so I'm not doing it. So you're still being ambitious, you're going through your desires, right? But now all of a sudden, boom, you're procrastinating, you're being indecisive, you got this conflict, right? This going on within your head. And all the thing is like maybe some worried about some secrets possibly popping up. There's something that's repressed that is now coming up. And instead of cutting all the bullshit out, it's like, what's the lesser of two evils? No, ma'am, we don't do the lesser of two evils. We cut all that bullshit out because that's when this new start is coming. Don't sit there bored. You better get off your little tush and go towards what it is that you want. It's going to take patience. You need to be patient. You need to plan out what it is that you're doing in this situation. You have a plan. You know what to do. You need to move forward and not procrastinate because you're going to be triumphant. The universe is bringing things up so that you can take care of that shit and knock it out. So it's not lingering in your energy. Cut that shit off because all it's doing, like you're going to have some financial gain out of this. You're going to overcome it and it's going to bring finances. So why procrastinate when the financial gain is being, here you go. As I saying, oh man, I really need, I don't know, $1,000, right? And I don't know what to do. I really need $1,000. I need this. My kids need stuff. I need all this stuff, right? And there's somebody going, oh, here's $1,000. You're like, no, I can't take that. Spirit gave you what you asked for. It's right here. Take it. It's coming in. I feel like you need to go within. Don't avoid whatever it is that you're avoiding that has popped up, something from the past. And may not necessarily be a person from the past going, I love you. But it's like something that's lingering around, that's been lingering around a long time, that you've been avoiding, that you need to take care of. And it's going to bring money in your way. And you need to go within and you need to meditate and you're going to have the answers. And this is going to be given to you. You're going to feel the emotions. You know which way to go. right? So why are you still sitting here contemplating over it? Cut that shit up. Go get your bank. Go get your bank. Oh, I love you, Davey. Do the work. Take your responsibility that you need to take and go get it. Be efficient and do your due diligence, right? Because this is like money, and it's not that quick. It's like money that's accumulated over time that's coming into you. And it's going to keep coming into you. You know, it's like, that's what I see. It's like you're picking it up and you're walking, and then you see it kind of like Easter eggs, right? You see one here, you see one here, you see one here, and there's a hill, and the sun's coming up, right? So you can't really see it all, but you know there's another one in front of that, because every time you pick one up, then all of a sudden you get closer and you pick another one up, and there's another one on the horizon. There's something coming into you that you're avoiding. You're just leaving money on the table. You don't want that money, I'll take it. I feel like, you know, this could also, like, you get frustrated, right, with it, because it's like the 9 of Cups in reverse. Like, you're going, you're like, yeah, you know what to do. You know where the things are. It's like you're being reasonable here. You're being logical. You know what you need to do. And you might be like really frustrated at times. And it's whatever this is in the past that frustrates you. But it's right there in front of you. So why are you getting frustrated with it? Go get your bank. Maybe it's a lot of steps to take. Maybe it makes you nervous. Because I feel like kind of like elephants in my stomach. Like nervous. Or like it's I heard the process is a burden. Is what I just heard. I heard I don't want to deal with that right now. You better go walk in the building and get some money. I don't know. Don't rob a bank though. That's what it is. Don't rob a bank. We don't encourage that here because, you know, prison stripes isn't your color, girl. But, you know, go in the building and get your money. I feel like you have a breakthrough of clarity that's coming in, right? You're cutting all the stuff off. You're straightening up your crown. You're like, fuck this shit. I'm going to get my money. You go, but then you have the insight. It's guided. It's like you're lighting the way. You got that lantern in front of you, and you're walking one step in front of the other. And as you walk, you see what is in the dark. It comes to light. Like your path is being lit up. So go get it. Why are you waiting? There's a purpose for this. You got a lot of choices coming in. You know what to do. So it's not like you have to defend yourself or feel like you're doing something wrong or whatever the case might have you. You don't. Just take action on it because it's going to come in and like release whatever ill things that you may have, like any ill feelings, because those aren't feelings for you. You need to let it go. But at the same time, you don't need to keep sacrificing what it is you're procrastinating on. Because eventually you procrastinate long enough, it's not going to be there anymore because Spirit's going to be like, oh, okay, you don't want it. Because then we have the justice card. The truth is going to come out. You're going to get your justice. This is going to come in, right? You may even have to go to court over it. But it's going to work in your favor. And that landed right on the strength card and the courage card. I almost said it. I'm like, girl, you got the balls to do this. Go do it. There's going to be justice and something you have to be courageous within, right? You need to take the action and you need to go for it. Get on this damn charity or the train or wherever it is that you're riding and you ride it on into town and you go get your money because it's going to be successful here. I also feel like it's going to heal some stuff for you. This could be dealing with children because it's the 6 of Cups and like she's giving something like a cup, right? It's like a cup of love. And that cup of love is also blooming stuff, right? So it's fertile, it's blooming, it's blossoming, right? And giving that to that baby, whatever this is, can help your kids too. And I feel like it's going to be a celebration coming in, right? It's going to make your home more happy. It's going to be like growing stuff. Something's going to blossom out of this and be able to create new stuff, right? Maybe move into a new house. I don't know. I don't know what your plans are, girl, but there's something you're going to be celebrating. And once you get this process started, it's going to be moving very quickly, right? So don't, disconnect and feel disappointed, right? There's no need to be insecure because there's some money coming into you. So why walk away from your money when you can create an abundance of security here, right? Girl, go get your money. I'm done. I hope that resonated. I love you, Davey. Oh, hey, Mad Twins. Hey, Rabbit. All right, let me get this cleaned up, and then we're going to move into Loyal to Learn, and then Amira. And then we had Divine Gem. It's thundering. And then we have Sherry. And I'm sure I'm going to have to unlock the door in a minute because my son, I'm going to go ahead and unlock it because he should be home soon. My spawn number 4. I'm sure he's not going to be too happy. At least it's not raining hard. It's just thundering. He'll be all right. You can tell, like, I have boys and I'm a tomboy. I don't baby my kids. I'm like, you'll be all right. You're not made of sugar. It's a little rain. You're fine. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm going to get these shuffled up. And I'm going to check these messages. I think I have one more deck to get shuffled up, and then we're going to clear the energy, and then we're going to move into Loyal to Learn. We have a lot of Geminis here. It's a Gemini safe place. I'm a Gemini. Dave's a Gemini. Tony's a Gemini. And Miss Kelly's a Gemini. I think Mac Twins, you're a Gemini, right? I think. Pretty sure. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. That's why we keep it breezy. Right? Gym gang. All right, let me go unlock this door real quick. Whoa. Front door. Patio door. All right. Now we can hear the thunder. Can you guys hear it? I don't know if you can. I had to open the back door because I like it. All right. I'm going to put this on my Himalayan salt so we can finish clearing out. And then it starts to pour. We need the rain though, especially here. Clear all that energy. Ugh. Clear it out. Oh, Loyal to Lauren. I'm sorry. I don't know why I kept seeing. Probably because I'm looking at this screen and I can't see it. Loyal to Learn. I think I did that to you on another channel too. I'm sorry, Lauren. My bad. I do apologize. Excuse me. And again, if my internet gets spotty, let me know. And if I lose you guys, sorry. I was on point. Oh, thank you, Davey. I'm glad. Makes me happy. Oh, you're welcome, Davey. I love you too. In the process, yeah. Go get your money, honey. That song just popped in my head. About Rihanna. Bitch, better pay my money. That's so funny. All right. Let me light this Palo Santo. And it might get loud for a second because my spawn will be coming home soon. Yes, I call my children my spawn. I have spawns 1 through 4, but no grand spawns yet. They have to wait. Like my oldest, I told her, I was like, you gotta wait, dude. You gotta give me at least 10 years after spawn 4 is out of the house. So that, it's like 8 more years. And then like 10, so that's 18 years. So she'll be like damn near 40. I mean, it is what it is. Can't have kids till you're 40. Sorry, you got the short end of the stick on that one. Hey, 2012. What do we have for Loyal to Learn? Or loyal to Lauren. Sorry. I'll get it right. A time for healing. And on the bottom, work through your fears. The other one's like balsamic moon, and this one's the new moon in Scorpio. So you get a lot of tension in your back between your shoulders. That's energy you need to release. Like you're tensing up. We have passion ignited sideways. Victory and success. Discontent and boredom. Number 7 might be significant to you. And on the bottom is power. There's something that's lighting up inside you that's going to be very successful. But right now you're just kind of, it's like you're looking the other direction. It's like you can see the rainbow, but you're looking down instead of turning around. Solar plexus chakra, rest, rejuvenation, and the waiting game and authority. Something you need to stand in your power with that's going to take time to develop. The answers are going to come to you within a dream is what I just heard. There's something that you know what you need to do. I feel like you need to do some meditation also and release this tension. Did you hurt your back? know. There's something you're scared of, though. We have the Four of Swords. That's on Passion Ignited. Also, the Queen of Wands is on Victory and Success. It's the Queen of Wands. She's really like strong. She's firm. You know, she's courageous. She's very determined. She's very passionate about what she does. You know, and I feel like this is starting. Like, I feel like there's something you've been contemplating that's really lit a fire under your butt. And it's going to be successful. You just have to be courageous and go towards it. Don't let fear get in your way. If you never try anything or develop anything that you're scared of, you're never going to do nothing. We don't do fear. Because that would be boring if you never try anything new or do what it is that you know is going to like go towards where it is. Because we have the Chariot sideways. We also have the Two of Swords sideways. I don't know if it's going to be flipped the correct way. But it's like it's that way. Like you're going into it. There's something you need to stop looking down at the ground and turn around and seeing what's in front of you, right? And going towards it. It's a lot of just being disciplined and self-control, and it's going to lead to success. There's some difficult choices that you need to make, right? There's some things you need to cut out here. There's also some things you're kind of being indecisive about. Maybe it's some people that you need to cut out of your life. Because then we also have the Ten of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups, and also the Queen of Cups. Don't be scared that things aren't going to work out, because things have been cut out, and like, don't feel like you're a failure about anything, because it wasn't a failure. It's cutting it out to bring you in this true happiness, this true wish fulfillment, this true like rainbows and sunshines and shits and giggles is what I just heard. It's like that inner happiness, being like you wake up and you smile. You look around you and you smile, and you're freaking happy for every day that you're there. Not saying that you're not happy now, but just like, oh, wow, this is amazing. You know what I mean? You just need to stay balanced and be calm, right? The Queen of Cups doesn't run off with her emotions, right? She's very stable. She's very calm. She's very, like compassionate to others, but yet still stern and firm in her ways. You know what I mean? Maybe you're bored because you're just not taking control, right? You may feel like things are out of control, but really in this situation is you just need to make these choices and cut something out. Could be someone out, right? Maybe it's some people that are in your life. They're just kind of like low vibrational that you need to cut out. Some people that get you off kilter and get you, out of your normal frame, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You need to stand in the power that you know you have. You need to clear out this solar plexus chakras and all those doubts and those fears that you're having, and trust that pull, because that pull is spirit pulling you. You need to go in, you need to do some meditation and really just kind of like get the appropriate rest. That way you can rejuvenate yourself and get rid of all this tension, this stress that's on your back. It's like a monkey on your back is what I just heard. You need to get that monkey off your back. Right? Because things take time. It's not like a waiting game per se. It's you're walking in the right direction and giving something time to bloom and not being scared to go towards it. There's some things in your past that you need to let go and cut out, that you need to heal still. And that's going to make you feel more calm. that's going to help bring in this happiness. I feel like there's some hurt that you need to finish healing into. I just heard forgive yourself or release and forgive yourself. And it's not forgive yourself necessarily like you did something wrong, but it's forgive yourself, like forgive yourself for the situation that occurred, because it's not your fault. Like, things happen. It's lessons learned. You need to embrace that lesson, but still be able to like move on. You have to be able to forgive yourself. You know, really work on that. You know, set your intentions whenever you're meditating, and really work on like clearing out that subconscious and the things unseen. So I feel like some things are coming to light, and you're either realizing it now or you're going to realize it, and it's gonna make you feel a lot better. What?
When you're done with the cat, he's talking about people.
Yeah, but let me finish this read.
Oh, did I watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, sure you guys heard that one.
Cool, appropriate wise. Cool wise, y'all.
Please don't spill that.
Oh. Yeah, well.
All right, we have the Emperor, which is standing in your authority and your power. It's like really going towards those ambitions that you have. But we also have the Death in reverse. But also, Death in reverse is on your inner happiness. There's something that you're holding on to that you need to cut out. Maybe it's self-doubt. Maybe it's fear of walking, the fear of change, like the fear of going for whatever this is, fear of rejection. You need to stand firm within your power and cut that low vibrational stuff out of your life. That way you can fully be happy. Don't be worried about being defeated. Keep going towards, like, stand strong in your power, because you got this, you know. Add a little bit more structure. I feel like that's, you know, in the process of like what you're doing. But at the same time, you have this all coming in towards you, right? And you're going towards it. And I know this is still like, it's in the transitional period. You're going to be very successful. I feel like you're discontent right now because you need to get something out and like finish healing it and cutting it off. Like, don't hold on to something that's dead. You know, like my favorite gross analogy is like carrying a dead body, right? It's like extra weight. It's like you're sitting there, you know, carrying a dead body, something that's dead, because you're refusing to let it go, but yet it's not going to come back. It's dead. You need to let it go. You know, you need to bury it. Put in a nice little marker and say, you know, thank you for the lesson, but then walk away and not be scared to go into this new, because this new is going to be really freaking wonderful. Like, really wonderful. Yeah, courage and strength. There's a lot of cards in here about standing in your own power, your own courage, and your own strength. The Queen of Wands is courageous. We have the strength card. We have the power card. 8 could be significant to you. And I told you earlier, like 7s might be significant to you. 7, 8, that's forward progression and movement. Half of 8 is 4. And we have the King of Coins. It's going to make you more prosperous. I mean, what's prosperity in your life? Being like prosperous and being a provider and being, you know, abundant. Abundance can be anything. It's what you're focused on at this moment in time. If being abundant to you is love, you know, then get all the past emotional crap off your back, right? If this is a new idea, if it's going towards a new job, it's coming in. Your wish fulfillment's coming in. You're going to have a victory, but you need to be courageous and go for it, because it's the waxing moon. This is energy is gaining momentum. You just need to hold your vision and be freaking strong here and quit being scared. Get out of your comfort zone. You know why? This is spirit all over, because your hard work is paying off. I feel like, you know, you need to keep your emotions balanced and not let low vibrations kind of get into your area that might make you feel like, oh, well, I don't know. You need to like rest, restore yourself, rejuvenate, meditate, and not hold on to things that need to be let go because you're scared of change. It's time to take action. Hold your vision. Step out of your comfort zone, because that's when this abundance is going to come in, right? Don't let your emotions run high and run away with you. Keep a clear head and stay balanced. Stay strong within your authority. Don't let like self-doubt sneak its way in. Kick that shit out, because you got this. Cut it off. You're going to have some difficult choices, but you need to make those difficult choices to lighten yourself and relieve your stress. Follow your heart and follow your intuition, because it's going to be amazing. And that's what I have for you, Loyal to Lauren. You're pretty optimistic. I dig it. And sometimes, even though we're optimistic, we still have things that creep in. You know what I mean? Like in our subconscious, is being aware of those subconscious things that kind of sneak in. So yeah, I dig it. Your hard work is paying off. There's something that needs to, finish healing. Sometimes, like, we think we're over things, but we still haven't fully healed. And then something will happen that'll kind of trigger it. And then you kind of notice it. But you're like, no, I'm over it. Well, don't deny it. Just finish doing the cleansing and clearing out. I dig it, Lauren. This is a good read. Cut it off and stand in your power, because abundance is coming in. Embrace change. Whatever's changing in your life, embrace it. Don't let it scare you. That way you're not bored. If you're bored, go try something new. Life's too short to be bored. People are bugging me. They're like, we found your stuff. I'm like, I don't know where you found my stuff at, my forms. I haven't filled out any forms, and I'm retired from that industry. So I don't want to go to your audition unless you tell me what your audition is and who it's for. I think the last audition that I really wanted to go to, but I couldn't because I would be, it's a really famous, like popular, whatever you want to call it, TV show. But it was filmed down the way, like, I don't know, a few hours away from San Antonio. And I got that, but I would have to be gone, like, I don't know, I think around like 9 to 12 weeks at a time. And I had kids, and I can't, rely on anybody to get my kids to school on time for me to be gone that long. So I didn't go. I did not accept it. Even though it would have been a lot of fun. That would have been so much fun to do that show. But, I'll have to be mom. Well, don't drop it, because then I'll be mad that you dropped it.
It won't drop. It won't break.
Okay, well, don't let me find that food in your room. You better go clean it up after.
Okay.
And what you put in the bathroom, you need to clean up too.
Okay.
All right. Boys.
Hey!
What is this? Make sure I didn't miss anything in case somebody did a donation. I don't want to be that jerk and be like, oh, I didn't see it. All right. We're good to go. We have Amira. Amira, are you still here, love? Oh, there you are. Who's next? You. We don't rush things. I mean, I could, but that'd be kind of boring. You're a lover, not a moderator. You're my moderator. What you think about that, Tony? What? Sorry, I'm just getting the cards nice and mixed up and shuffled out. I'm so lost in your conversation. All right. And clear that deck out. I'm going to let Palo Santo and we'll be ready to go, Miss Amora. What are you guys laughing at? I'm all out of the conversation. You're threatened with a throat punch? You were. So, you know, it is what it is. We do what we have to do. But hey, I have a moderator, right? Like, Tony, don't make me show up. I'll be in Indiana. Let me get on my jet. I'm coming for you, boy. That's so funny. All right. Oh, sorry. What do we have for our mirror? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Oh, here. Uh-oh. And on the bottom, a fairy climax approaches. I'm going to use this with my beat. Bleep. Psh. I dig it. All right, let me move this out of the way. What do you have for Mira? Elliot. We have transformation in reverse. Conflict and defeat. Heartache and loss. And also harmony. I feel like there was some kind of relationship that put you through a transformation, but the transformation is over because this relationship wouldn't transform. It made you feel like defeated. It had a lot of conflict in it. But in the end, it's kind of like it left you with a lot of heartache. But I do see a new relationship coming in. It's going to be really prosperous. It's going to be happy. It's going to be wish fulfillment. Or maybe you're currently in a new relationship that is very harmonious. Let's get into this. You're single? Okay. This could be past. Because I feel like this harmony and the prosperity begins and wish fulfillment is something that's coming in. Because we have the 9 of Cups sideways, which is something you're going to be really satisfied in, right? But there's somebody in the past that's just kind of real, you know what I mean? Kind of smug, kind of arrogant. And it didn't work. We have the 9 of Swords on conflict and defeat. And then we have the Hangman sideways and also the 8 of Swords sideways. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you've released, and now it's kind of like you're feeling free. There's a lot of things like that went on that possibly made you feel sad, that made your heart hurt. You know what I mean? There's something that went on that kind of stressed you the hell out, you know? But you're not letting yourself be tied down, is what I just heard, right? You're not letting this thing have a hold over you. It's like, you know, like, yeah, it happened, lessons learned, and now I'm moving on. It's like you're feeling free now. You're releasing all that trapped energy or animosity or anything that might have been like related to that. It's like it's released. This could even be like maybe you lost a job or something like that. There was a job that wasn't suiting you and they just kind of made you feel like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like nothing's coming of this. This is not going to change. And you're moving on because the shit that stressed you the hell out, right? It's like you're releasing it and you're moving on to be free, right? This thing is guided in new cycles beginning with the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be emotionally satisfying. It's going to have that structure. It's going to bring in more abundance here, especially with it being on the 9 of Cups. It's going to make you happy, right? It's like everything that the conflict and everything that was there that you're like running away from because you're like, I don't want to hear this mess, right? It's like all that stress and anxiety. You're not going to sit up and worry yourself at night for. You're doing your due diligence. You work hard. You have high standards. You're being meticulous at what this is that you're doing. It's been released. You know, you're feeling free and breezy, nice and easy peasy. You're accepting what is. And you're being really like strategic in the way that you do things. The 7 of Swords. It's like you're picking up your swords and you're placing them in a lot of nice places. Like we're going to put one here and we're going to put one there and we're going to go over here and stick one here. It's like you're really mapping out the way you want things to go. And that's what you're doing. And it's going to bring harmony into your life here. It's like creating a sense of security. You and your loved ones are safe. It's like you're creating your own like fairy climax approaches, your own good fortune, your own destiny. You're like, I'm the master of my own destiny, right? I feel like there's some things that possibly in the past is like, okay, well, people kind of took advantage of me. You felt like it's kind of reckless, but it's like you want to do something that makes you feel fun, right? Something that's good, something that has a lot of moving pieces. I see something that's guided, something that lights up your soul, right? Embracing that whole innocence that's going in. But it's like this past is like that wasn't moving on, right? So now it's like things are turning in your favor, and it's kind of like, all right, let's take this on. Something exciting, right? Having fun, taking action. You're being adventurous, you're being fearless here, and that's on the high standards. It's like there's something that you're going for, and you're going for it full force. No one can hold me back. Look out, world, here I come, is what I just heard. I love it.
Remember I talked to you?
Not right now.
Okay, not right now.
And then we have the temperance. And we have the 3 of coins. You're going to be collaborating with somebody. You're going to be building something new with somebody. I feel like it's the temperance card. It like has spirit all over it. It's guided. It's like it's being your guides, your angels, your ancestors are guiding you in this direction. And you're going along. You're not going way heavy up this way. You're not going way heavy up this way. You're going for it full force. And it's guided. It's like, I got my shield of protection around me. I'm glowing. I'm high vibing. I got this, right? I've left all that past shit. It's been released. And now let's build together. Let's do something. And it's going to bring in a lot of happiness, right? I feel like you're going to be fellowshipping with new people. You're going to be creating something with new people. You're going to be bringing in more money. You're going to be happier. There's something, maybe it's even a partnership, some kind of prosperity. Maybe you're meeting somebody new, but something is blooming and blossoming. You're going to have more finances here, and it's going to be your fulfillment of wishes, right? You're going towards your dreams, right? You're planning this out. Aries and Taurus is coming out. Leo is coming out. And confidence is the key to this success. But I feel like you're being confident. You're finding confidence. Your confidence is growing and building. I feel like you're planning things out. Because we have that like strategy, right? That 7 of Swords is strategy. You're not worrying and stressing yourself out anymore with this stuff. I just heard it's beneath me. Things have been released, and you got plans, and you have it written out, and you're knocking it out. You're going full force. You're being fearless. That's what I keep hearing. Look out, world, here I come. I feel like you're gonna be having like a ton of money coming in. We have 3 of Cups. We have you're being meticulous. Have your standards high. You're really working on something really hard, right? But also this is creating a legacy. Maybe that's what you're doing. You're creating something new that's going to be your own legacy. But more abundance is coming in. I feel like you're going to be accumulating a lot of money. There's going to be a lot of money coming in. I dig it. Because I feel like you're stepping out of this conflict, right? You're in the reality. It's like, there might be competition out there, but I'm going to take them all out. Watch this. And that's what's going to make your dreams come true, your inner happiness, because you're following your intuition and you know which way to go. You know what it is that you want. I dig it. You're keeping balanced here. We got the Knight of Cups. It's emotionally balanced. It's mentally balanced. You're not going off this way or going off that way or, letting your emotions run away with you. You're balanced. Like you got this. Like you have control over what it is that you want. You're structured. You're being ambitious. The Emperor, you're standing in all your power and you're going for it. And it's going to come out like perfectly, right? Your foundation is firming up and you're maintaining control of the situation here. And there's going to be a lot of choices that come into you. I feel like you're making those appropriate choices to get to where it is that you want to be because you're going to be happy. You're feeling free. You know what I mean? You're going to meet some new people. I feel like you're going to meet, something's going to be harmonious. Maybe it's a new partnership. Maybe it's a higher paying job. Maybe it's something that you're working on and you're developing and you're creating. Whatever this is, you're going to be happy, right? It's going to bring in more abundance. It's growing. You're being strategic and really planning it out and not just kind of like being impulsive, right? You're feeling secure now. And you're becoming I feel like you're a confident person, but you're gaining even more confidence as you go on because you're getting those things together because you're going towards that wish fulfillment, right? I dig it. That's what I got for you. Keep on doing what you're doing. I feel like some things are shifting, but you're not worried about how they're shifting because you know that it's just making it more solid, you know? Shit, maybe you meet somebody. I don't know. Or this could be career-wise. Kind of feel like it's career-wise. But hell, maybe you meet somebody while you're out there getting all this stuff together because this is jazzy. I dig it. You're welcome, Amira. All right, now we have Divine Gemini. Let me get all this stuff put up. If I can get this stuff put up and it goes back in, we'll be good to go. I need to turn this down though because it's getting darker in here and that light is like, I'm blinded. I hope that resonated. Hey, Andy, how are you? You sent me an email? Oh, awesome. Cool. I dig it. I'll check my emails here in a bit. I'm excited. I can't wait to read for you, Andy. Oh, you're welcome, Andy. No problem. All right. Yeah, that cleared out. Now let me get this all mixed up. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just trying to get this stuff mixed up. Divine Gemini. Are you still here, love? Divine Gemini, are you still here? Sherry, are you still here? Awesome. Just making sure. Right. Get this set over here to clear that out. I said that song in my head. What would you do if I sang I do? Would you go on and walk out on me? All right. Get that done. And then we're going to clear this out real quick and we'll be ready to go. All right, somebody tell me something good. What's something good that happened today? I had a washer. I'm super stoked about it. Somebody tell me something good. 1, 2, 3, go. That way it like kind of interrupts the silence. You know what I mean? Jim's reward rules. We have our own little gem card. Just swipe the gem card to get your Gemini rewards. Spiritual reward card. I'll take it. Here, let me pull this on to you guys. I'm going to send it through the screen. I had a robin try to come in my back door. He was hanging out with Rufus, my squirrel. It was pretty cute, but I wouldn't let her come in. I told her she couldn't because, you know, bird in the house, and then she gets scared. She's going to fly around and then shit on stuff. No, I'm not down with that. I don't want to clean up bird poop. You're welcome, Tony. Thank you. All right. Da-da-da-da-da. Roll in my sleeves and clear my eyeballs. Hold on 1 second. Okay. It's not working. I broke my tape. One second. There. You took a nap in 2012? That's awesome. All right. I had to like release my shine from the humidity because I have the back door open. So it is what it is. All right, guys. Let me see what we got for you, Miss Divine Gem. How was your nap, 2012? Was it good? We have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. That's awesome. Go on, Divine Gem. Fairy tale climax approaches. I dig it. What do we have for Divine Gem? Yeah, cross my legs. Divine Gemini. All right. We have shadow sideways. We have discontent and boredom sideways. We have intuition sideways. We have emotional loss sideways. Good gravy. Feel like you've done your shadow work and you're coming out of it, right? But at the same time, you're still like working on some things and following your intuition. There's some kind of emotional loss that you're still kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily getting over, but yet you are like still healing. There's something in here you feel like you've sacrificed a lot, like you sacrificed a lot for yourself. But then also we have like the sun coming in and something new that you're giving birth to. There's something you need to stand your ground in, right? There's something you need to follow your intuition that you're aware of, right? That you need to really stand in your power and stand up for yourself. Okay. Well, this is the the high priestess, and it's sideways. I feel like with this shadow work, it's something like what's in the dark comes to light. It's like there were some secrets that came out. There was something that like you knew there was something not right with it, but you followed your intuition and it came out. Like in what's in the dark comes to light, right? And I don't feel like you were too happy with it. I feel like this kind of like hurt your heart a little bit, but I feel like it's washing away. Like you're cleansing that hurt out. There is something with this broken heart that's like, you know, made you feel like there was just something with it that wasn't moving forward. But I feel like you know this because there was like you've seen it in your intuition. You're coming into your intuition and you see why it didn't work out. You see why like it had no direction and why it had to end. But I mean, it was still hurtful, right? Like I feel like there was something like you gave a lot into this, but you gave so much, but it's like you got nothing in return. I feel like you're really just loving on yourself here because it's like that love and that hurt that went on, that loss. It's like you're giving your love to yourself. I feel like there was a lot of conflict within this connection. Somebody was really dishonest, right? And that truth is what came out because we have the justice and it's on the high priestess, which is sideways in that shadow, but then the dark comes to light because it's sideways, right? It's like the dark is right here, but then it comes to the light. See? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. It's like, yeah, that's showing right. See, it's like the dark was like, it comes to light, right? It's like you see it. So it's like you're following your wisdom. You're choosing not to be like those secrets and stuff that came out. You know, you knew that this person was kind of like deceptive, right? And instead of sitting there with somebody that's dishonest and ugly because it came out, like you see things clearly, right? And it's going to be balanced out and justified because there was something that had to end. There was so much conflict because we have right here emotional loss and the page of wands in reverse. It's like there was a lot of conflict, you know, it wasn't going anywhere. There's no direction with it, right? There's something like maybe you might have been indecisive or something like that, but you knew that this relationship had to end because there was a lot of conflict. The Lovers in reverse. It's like, you know, it's kind of like you're not going to sit here and sacrifice yourself and suffer. And it might, like, a little bit of pain isn't like worth a lifetime of misery. You know what I mean? You'd rather take that on and end something than sit here and stay someplace where you're not happy. If there's a lot of conflict, then it's like, you know, what's the point? I figure, you know, instead of choosing, because we have the Chariot in reverse, which is kind of like there's not going anywhere. There's no direction. You lost like your desire to keep on going towards this. You're using your intuition. You're like, all right, this has to go. We're not going to do this like indecisive. If you're going to be indecisive, I'm going to make up the decision for you and it's going to be done, right? You're no longer going to sit here and stall and like needlessly sacrifice yourself because you're scared to move on. You're like, no, it's time to go. This is too much for me. I got to go. But I feel now that there's light being shined on it. There's something new coming out of it. Like you're developing yourself. You're standing your ground. You know what you need to do, and you're standing your authority, and you're making it happier, right? There's some happiness. It's like that light. It's the sun. Like it's joyful. It's successful. You've been working hard at this, right? But I also feel like there's something else coming in because it's like your fairy climax approaches because this cycle might have been like really tough. But it had to go. And I feel like you know this and you did this. So it's like, all right, well, I'm taking these steps and I'm moving forward. Because this isn't good and I'm not going to deal with the BS anymore. And then we have the Star on the Justice sideways. So you have this clarity and now you're feeling rejuvenated. Like you have hope and it's like you're okay. But boy, was that tough, is what I heard. Like that was put you through the ringer, is what I just heard. Hey, Sherry. We have the Four of Cups sideways that's stuck in the middle. It's like you're choosing happiness. You're not going to be stuck in the middle somewhere. You're choosing happiness rather over being stuck, right? You're not going to sit here in like a relationship or around people that there's a lot of conflict and a lot of mess, right? You're not going to sit here and be like, choose to just sitting there like being disconnected, like, fuck, when is this ever going to end? You're like, fuck that. Or, sorry, F that. You know, I'm choosing to be happy. I see what's going on. I accept the situation. I'm moving on and I'm going to take this cup that Spirit is handing me and I'm going to be happy. Dude, I dig it. Come on, girl. That totally did a somersault. The sun, yet again, is like being successful, being joyful, having that light, right? Clearing yourself of those burdens and those conflicts so you can choose yourself and stand your ground. You're aware of what is, so you can have a happier life and go on and celebrate yourself because there's a celebration coming in. You're no longer being indecisive about decisions that you need to make. You're choosing yourself and to be happy. I dig it. You're not no longer being with people that like aren't committed, right? Somebody that's like lazy and greedy and just like there's no commitment there. They're in and they're out. They're in and they're out. They say they're going to do better, but they don't. They want to change, but they're not. You're not putting up with it anymore. You know? Yeah, one more card. Yeah, you're not dealing with sneaky people anymore. Somebody that's deceptive. Because that's the Seven of Swords, but it's on the Page of Coins in reverse. Somebody was really deceptive because all three of those cards have to do with somebody being like deceptive and sneaky and lying and you know, just overall like greedy. Me, 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 me. Or maybe you still need to cut somebody out that's like, oh, me, 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 me. Don't procrastinate. Cut out what doesn't serve you. This card came out again. Somebody that's insecure and needy. Somebody that's always wanting something from you, right? Those that can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this? Hey, you're walking away from it. Yeah. It's a world in reverse, right? Don't feel like there's a lack of closure. The only closure that you're going to have is within yourself. There is no closure. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing somebody can say and be like, I need closure. I want to speak with them. The only time somebody wants to speak with you for closure is because they're hoping that that window opens up so they can just keep on repeating the cycle. In that cycle, stand your ground in that cycle because there's something new that's coming in, something that you're not quite aware of that's going to come in and it's going to be really lovely and you're going to enjoy it. I love it. What do we have under here? Show the world the real you. I feel like you're blossoming. Show the people who you are. Show the world the real you. Don't hide yourself due to somebody else. Balance spirituality and practicality here. Right? Because your commitment is being tested. Stand true. Stand strong on your ground and do what it is that you know you need to do. And if you cut somebody off, you cut them off for a reason. If you need to cut people out, then cut them out. But don't let them back in because they're gone for a reason, right? Have faith in your dreams and go after what it is that you want. Don't let anybody hold you back, right? Adjustments are required. And expect a powerful change. This is going to be amazing. A win-win outcome is forecasted. It's time to take action. That's what I have for you. This is good. Stand firm in yourself. This is good. Cutting things out that don't belong there. I dig it. That's what I have for you, Divine Gemini. You're going to be all right. I feel like you're going to be in a good place. Possibly you already are. You know, rejoicing for what has been cut off and following your intuition because you knew. All right, let me get these shuffled up. And now I have Miss Sherry.
Front door. Motion detected at your front door.
Hello. Mm-hmm. Upstairs. Let's go on 3. Are you leaving, Sherry, or did you want to read? Oh, you're going to bed? Okay. Sorry. Because I can read for you real quick. But if you want to go to bed, I understand. Oh, you're welcome, Divine Gemini. I hope that helped. What are they guessing, Tony? For a chance in the drawing to answer this question. Why is sand called sand? Because it's sandy. Duh. Winner. You're headed on the train. Be safe. All right. Well, on that note, and I don't think we have any more in here. Mac Twins, are you still in here? Were you wanting to read? If not, we're going to end this. Because I had Sherry and then I had Mac Twins. But Sherry's going night-night. That you have sweet dreams and many blessings to you. And I'm not sure if Mac Twins just kind of dropped in to show support or if he's still here. Be safe, David, baby. You're welcome, babe. Don't forget the picture of the intersection. I want to see. All right. Well, I guess, guys, we are going to end these free reads. I appreciate all you guys, and thank you for the donations, and thank you guys for your support. Smash that like button if you haven't. It helps the channel grow. Helps the algorithm. Working on growing our little community here, and yeah. Yes, until next time. Love you, Davey. Thank you. Love you, Tony. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Thank you, everybody who came in. But I will see you guys again on the flip side. So you guys stay fabulous, stay awesome, stay epic. And until next time. It's so accurate. Thank you again. Oh, you're welcome, Divine Gemini. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Bye.